Good morning, everyone. I was taking a drink of coffee when that stopped playing. How's everyone doing? Happy Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday, right? Yeah, yesterday was Monday. I had physical therapy. I wait for y'all to get in here. Everyone have a good weekend. Hey, Carolina girl, I was having a damn good weekend. Laying out in the sun Saturday and Sunday, I got up, went and let the chickens out. I got a rope tied to the door that like stretches outside of the fence because I can't open up the chicken coop inside of the lot because Sonny will come out there and murder me. Um, so I open it from the outside and then I got this little hook that keeps the door open. So the door stays open. It's hooked to the rope. I put it on the fence. Walked around the back of the coop, come around to the front, and I was looking at the trampoline, and I was like, "Where is Penny at?" And I looked at the door. Hold on just a minute, guys. Hold on. I got no time for telemarketers. Anyways, I looked at the door, and she was laying there in front of the door. Like as soon as you open the door, like she was laying there. And I was like, "Penny, get up." She didn't get up, so I locked the chickens underneath the trampoline, went inside there. She was dead. She was stiff. Rigor mortis had set in on my poor hen. Only 3 years old. Her eyes was closed. I'm telling you, it looked like to me she felt like she may have been asleep and fell off that top shelf she used to sleep on with Sonny and landed there. Like maybe she had a heart attack in her sleep. The day before Saturday, she was fine. I found all kinds of earthworms. She was right in there getting her share. I don't know what happened to her. My heart dropped in my stomach when I seen my hen laying there. I mean, I raised her from a baby. It broke my heart, y'all. We buried her. I put this big, I put this big old rock on top of her grave so nothing could get to her. Let me get this damn phone off. Jesus Christ. My phone never rings until I get on here. Anyways, I grabbed some of her eggs that she had laid and I got them incubating. Hopefully it works. I'm using a heating pad with like a towel over top that and a towel over top the eggs and like a cup of water in a box. And I got holes in the box. And I got a big thick towel on top. Now, to me, I don't have a thermometer though, but to me, the eggs feel warm like a hen's been sitting on them. They're not too hot. Hopefully, they hatch. Those hens are bigger than Sunny, y'all. And sometimes he's way up on their back when he's mating, so I don't even know if they're fertile. Anyways, good morning. Let's see. Mike, Carolina Girl, Sweet Southern Tea, Hibiscus, Red Rum. It wasn't too hot. It got in the 90s. Well, I thought that too, but like they had plenty of water over there. It was hot as hell Saturday because I laid out in the sun. She was fine that evening when I put them up. I always take my flashlight, look in there and check on them after I close them up. She was fine, but she could have just got too hot. Thanks, Hibiscus. It broke my heart, my Henny Penny. I got that name from that story about Henny Penny. Um, but the rest of the hens are fine, except for that white one. She's got the dirtiest butt. I couldn't tell you how many times I've caught that hen, cleaned her butt. And it just keeps back getting dirty. She's the only one that does that. She's the only white one, though. But I put a teaspoonful of apple cider vinegar in their water. I always give them fresh water every morning. Hey, Queen Bee. I like that name. Um, so I don't know. Maybe she had a heart attack, heat stroke. Who knows? But like their coop has got like a window in it, and I've got it raised. It's like got a screen there. I don't know, guys. Um, At first I thought, "Oh my gosh, that bird flu is going around, that avian flu." I watched a TikTok video. A woman went out there, her rooster's laying there deader than hell on his back, feet up in the air, and then the rest of her birds died. They got that damn flu. Anyways, I saw an article about Jennifer Dulos this morning and that stupid gal pal, Michelle Troconis, which this is nothing new. I don't really know why they done an article about it, but we're going to read it. But she told the detectives, "I didn't do it." Yes, that bitch did. I mean, she didn't. I don't think she actually killed Jennifer Dulos, but I think she knew that Fotis was going to. And so did, that lawyer friend of Fotis's that was charged also. What's his name? Malhini, something like that. Um, I wish they'd just put this bitch on trial. Excuse my language. I mean, how long has Jennifer been gone? What, Red Rum? 2, 3 years now? It's been a while. She's been gone a while. They still haven't found her body. I'm trying to think what year Fotis killed himself. I know it was January, was it 2020? I can't remember. But, I mean, they found, like, alibi scripts in Fotis's office when they served one of the search warrants. I mean, everything wrote down that they did. And plus, Michelle lied to detectives multiple times. It's all she's done was before they took that ankle bracelet off of her. I think they took it off of her. She's out on probation. All she done was complained about that. Like she's going to get some kind of special treatment. I think she's ugly as hell myself compared to Jennifer. He was cheating on Jennifer with Michelle. That's why Jennifer left his house. There she is with detectives. Let's see what this says. The other woman in the Jennifer Dulos case tells detectives, "I didn't do it." Yeah, right. This story originally aired on February 13th, 2021. It was updated May 21st, 2022. Okay, let's see what it says. What's the damn update? Michelle Troconis has been dubbed the other woman. I like to call her the gal pal. In a headline making story about a Connecticut mother of five, Jennifer Dulos, who vanished and is believed to have been killed by her estranged husband, Fotis Dulos. I think you pronounce his name Fotis. He was charged with murder but died by suicide weeks after his arrest. Yeah, he was doing court that morning and didn't show up. And then they found him in his garage. And then I think they put him on life support and he died a few days later. Okay. Leaving Troconis the focus of the investigation as she faces multiple charges in connection with Jennifer's presumed murder. "This has shattered our life because my sister is not the person that they're saying," says Michelle Troconis' sister, Claudia Troconis. Shattered their lives. What about Jennifer's family? She's got 5 kids there without a mother or a father. And they're living with Jennifer's mother. What's her name? Gloria. Gosh, I forgot. And she never would be capable of anything they've said that she has done. Yeah, right. The gal pal, Fotis Dulos' girlfriend, was charged with conspiracy to commit murder, evidence tampering, and hindering prosecution. All the charges she denies. In some exclusive excerpts, is that how you say that? Excerpts from interrogation videos, she insists she has no information about Jennifer Dulos' disappearance. Yeah, she just made sure that she had 3 alibis that day, taking selfies in the damn gas station. Crap. There's a damn fly in my window over there. It's buzzing. "I have no idea what happened to Jennifer. I have no idea where Jennifer is," Troconis tells police. When Detective John Kimball tells her they believe she has information she's not sharing, Troconis responds, "I don't have John, but I can walk the whole world with you if you want. I can do whatever you want, but I didn't do it." Now, she might not have physically done it, but she knew he was going to do it. Come on, she lived with him. And let's not forget, they were caught on security cameras, discarding of evidence along, I think it was, what was it, Albany Avenue, Hartford? I believe. So Jennifer disappeared on May 24th, 2019, after dropping her 5 children off at school. Police found her abandoned SUV near a park 3.5 miles away from her Connecticut home. At the time, she was in the middle of an ugly divorce and custody battle with her husband, Fotis Dulos. Investigators believe Dulos attacked Jennifer that morning, killing her, then disposed of her body. Jennifer's body has never been found. Fotis died in January 2020 after attempting to take his own life. Michelle Troconis is currently out on bond. She pleaded not guilty, and her family is adamant she is innocent. How do they know she's innocent? They weren't there with her. Of course, she's not going to tell her family, yeah, I helped him plan her murder. I knew what he was going to go do. Of course, she's not going to say that. They say Troconis is not the person portrayed in stories about the case. Yes, she is. What does that say about her? She was having an affair with Fotis. Note he was a married man. That's what kind of person she is. She's a bad person. Did your sister have anything to do with the death of Jennifer Dulos? Uh, Something other, Moriarty or something, asked Claudia Troconis. No, she didn't, Claudia responds. Do you believe that Michelle knows where Jennifer's body is? Um, they asked Danielle Troconis. My sister is innocent. Maybe it's Daniela. Troconis responds. Absolutely not. Yeah, right. The mom goes missing. Jennifer Dulos was a gifted woman, says her close friend Carrie Luft. She was a writer of plays, a co-founder of the theater. What is that? Troupe? I don't know how you pronounce that. A runner, a woman with keen mind and an infectious giggle. But in her blogs, she was first and foremost a mother. What? Oh, Skylar's dreaming. Carrie left reading from Jennifer's blog. I love the bedtime routines, the rituals, the saying good nights, the book reads, the hugs and kisses given, the songs sung. So Jennifer, she got 5 kids, set of twins. Um, Carrie left reading from Jennifer's blog. I just want to freeze the moment, snap a picture, take them all in. They grow so fast. Her writings are filled with a mother's musing about the ordinary blessings of family life. Carrie left reading from Jennifer's blog. The best part of my night now, hands down, is when I give our baby a bath and then her bottle in my arms. Carrie left. Jennifer loved her children just beyond compare. She had this wonderful young and growing family. Her existence was mostly about the kids. The morning of May 24th, 2019 was no different. The organized chaos of getting 5 kids aged 13 and underdressed and off to go to school. Getting 5 kids ages 13. They forgot to put the other ages. I think it was 13 down to, like 8 years old, maybe a little younger. But shortly after 8:05 a.m., the normal rhythm of daily life stopped forever. Okay, Sergeant Kenneth Ventresca or something like that. She was scheduled for a dentist appointment later that morning in New York City. She never made it to her dentist appointment. Sergeant Kenneth Ventresca, this was definitely one of the biggest investigations to come to state police. Connecticut State Police Sergeant Kenneth Ventresca would become one of the lead investigators. I'm probably not saying his name right. Ventresca. People couldn't get a hold of her. Carrie left. And then we had radio silence. We knew something was gravely wrong. The children were taken to the home of their maternal grandmother, Gloria Farber, in New York City by 7 p.m. All out panic set in, and Jennifer was reported missing. A little over an hour later, the police had ominous news. Officers found Jennifer's abandoned suburban SUV near, I think, Waveney Park, about 3.5 miles from her home. Fotis parked it there. They believe he took his bicycle and rode up to her house because there was people in the neighborhood said they saw a man riding like a vintage bicycle, and Fotis had a vintage bicycle he brought, excuse me, over from Greece with him. But guess what? After Jennifer's disappearance, that bicycle, they have never found it, just like they've never found her body. Okay. He rode that he parked her vehicle there, probably had the bicycle in her SUV, and then rode that bicycle to wherever he parked that, red truck he borrowed off one of his employees. Okay. The tailgate was backed up against the tree. The Suburban was not running. Keys were not in the ignition. The gear level was actually stuck in reverse. The doors were locked. On the passenger side of her Suburban, when at the time you could see the cleanup of blood like substance all over the passenger side under a flashlight. New Canaan Police Chief Leon, can't pronounce that, immediately launched a massive search across the 300 acres of Waveney Park. Aaron Moriarty, and how would you describe the initial search for her? So the chief says it was enormous. I mean, literally from our police department sending their canines to search, to FBI teams coming in, search for evidence in New York State Police helicopter to divers checking the water within the park. And its 300 acres is pretty comprehensive. Okay, I'm not going to keep on reading all this, but they never found her. They have searched, I mean, in other states for her, places like that Fotis would go like to water ski at, because he was a big water skier. He made their kids water ski too. And if they got tired, he got mad as hell. One time, one of the kids didn't want to practice water skiing anymore, and he took the water ski. He got mad because the kid was tired and busted up against a rock. Jennifer put in her divorce papers. Let me keep sharing this picture. It was his way or no way. This is a crazy story. Like when Jennifer and Fotis worked together, Fotis's mother from Greece, I guess she came there. And the maid, I believe it was the maid slash nanny, actually accidentally run over Fotis's mother, backed over her. Like his mother was like bent over, picking something up, doing something, and the lady just backed out. She didn't see her. She didn't die right then and there, but later on she did die, as a result of some of the injuries and stuff. So Fotis was actually married before Jennifer. They met at college and he was married to someone else. And he divorced that woman and married Jennifer within a month. Jennifer's from a very wealthy family. Hillard Farber is her father. He passed away. I think he owned banks and everything. Hell, I think Gloria Vanderbilt or something is Jennifer's aunt. I think that's her name. I mean, Fotis saw that she had money and he latched onto her. I mean, Hillard and Gloria loaned him like a couple $1,000,000, I believe, to start his business, and then he wouldn't even pay them back. They had to try to sue him, which nothing ever became of that, I don't think, because he killed himself. But Fotis's was like, no, I'm not paying them back. I considered it a gift. Like, who's going to give you $2,000,000? I don't care if you are married to their daughter. Who's going to do that? The agreement was they'd give him the money to start his big or whatever it was, building houses business, whatever that's called. He would pay them back when the business got off the ground, but he never did. Now let me go look at the chat because I've been looking at something else. I read where I'm pretty sure she went missing summer 19 and he found himself late 19 or early 20. Yeah, January 2020. And where's Susan Powell? Suzanne Morphew. I know it. A lot of these times when these spouses or partners kill their woman, their bodies are usually found, but you got some cases like Susan Powell. They've never found her. She's been missing for what? Freaking decade or more? A long time. And where is Suzanne Morphew? What did he do with her? Someone said they wanted to check some mountains or something Barry was familiar with, but there's like snow and stuff still there. Hey, faithful one, how are you? I wonder how long Fotis planned on killing Jennifer. I think for a while. See, this story is so complicated. And sorry I jump all over the place. Okay, so his lawyer friend, Kent Malwinnie, which is charged with conspiracy to commit murder too, he was divorcing his wife. And he's Fotis's buddy. He was actually in trouble for raping his estranged wife, right? I believe him and Fotis planned on killing their wives because Fotis, who had never met Kent's estranged wife, tried to lure her to his house and offered up a room. And he told her, hey, you and Kent can go in that room and, make amends with one another. Offered it up as a sex pet. And not only that, before that, he contacted her and wanted to meet with her. And she took a friend with her and she met Fotis at a restaurant. And, Fotis was trying to like mend her relationship with Kent. And that woman's like, no, I don't want to meet with him. I don't want to talk about him. I don't want to meet with him without my attorney. Fotis got pissed off and left. Got up and, paid the bill and left the restaurant. Then he calls her. It's like, hey, you can come to the house and meet up with Kent. Y'all can go in a room and talk and make up. And that woman was like, hell to the no. I believe they planned on killing her. I swear. I believe they had like kill your wife club. That's just my theory. Just based on, that woman's statement. And I'm sure she's telling the truth. Why would she lie about that? I think they even got her phone records, and it proved that Fotis had contacted her. She had never met him before in her life. Yes, Kent was friends with Fotis because Kent used to be his attorney. Chris Watts' house is on the market. They altered the address number to keep true crime people from finding a way to snoop in the house. They have to be vetted by a realtor as serious buyers. That's ridiculous. Hey, people, quit going to the Watts house, you freaking weirdos. Jesus Christ, people are so weird. Just like some of these YouTubers. Going to Don Wells' bottom of his driveway and stuff. Like, I mean, they just do that to bring attention to themselves and get views. That's not helping the situation any at all. They'll say, oh, we need to bring attention to the case. Like the cops have not forgot about this case and they're working it every day, Summer's case. That's the way I feel about it. I think they just do it to make money and stuff, really. You can do a lot and get the word out just by keeping your butt home and doing a damn live stream about it, being, sharing information. You don't got to go make a complete, fool of yourself. I tell you, one of these days they're going to show up at the wrong person's house. Hey, they're in the damn South. We don't play that way here. I guarantee you wouldn't stand outside nobody's house in this county and protest like that. I put my life on it. You couldn't. You might for a few minutes, you get your ass kicked. You just don't do stuff like that. You'll get shot going up on people's property. No way in the world would I do that. Only way I'd protest outside somebody's house if I know they was abusing a child inside of it. And I know for a fact they was. Then hell yeah I would. Okay. So anyways, Michelle ends up, telling those cops she didn't do it. She didn't do it. Even though she lied to them several times. She spoke just fine English. She's got an accent in that interview. Then when she went to court, she had to have an interpreter. The protesting outside the laundries was nuts. It didn't do no good. That case was getting all kinds of attention in the news. It didn't do no good to do that because that just made the laundries not want to talk at all. Maybe if they had went about it a different way, I don't know. They probably would have had a better chance of the laundries coming out and giving a statement. I'm not saying that they would have if things was different, but probably had a better chance, and, taking, like they was taking laundry baskets and detergent and stuff and leaving outside the house I mean, you look like fools doing that. Complete fools. I heard they passed some kind of law in Florida about, being can't be protesting or something outside people's houses. I don't know exactly what it was. I just heard somebody say Molly Golightly was responsible for helping get that law passed or something. Anyways, back to Jennifer Dulos before we move on to Hoary Lori Fallow. Um, I do think that he planned on killing her for a long time. I believe Kent was in on it. He helped him some way. And Michelle too. Hey, Cheryl T. That's all right if you're late. They did talk about making a law. Oh, okay. That's so they've not made it. Well, they need to. They need to make a law where you can't do people like that. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Like I said, if there was a child inside being abused or something, yeah, I could see protesting like that. Let's see. Let me screen share this about, well, Lori Lori here. Oh, my belly's growling. See what's going on. So I think Colby Ryan, her son, gave an interview. That's why they put out this article. Get these damn ads down. Okay. Lori Bellow's son says she gave him a haunting message when he asked about his murdered younger siblings. Damn wrong. What's going on here? Okay. Quote mom, Lori Bellow's son said he received a haunting response when he questioned her about where his two younger siblings were. The U.S. Sun reports. Bellow's son, Colby Ryan, told the outlet he reached out to his mother in 2020 after her arrest on murder charges in connection with the death of her children, Tylee and JJ. Colby visited Bellow at the Madison County Jail in Rexburg. Get this ad down. In Rexburg, and reportedly pleaded for information about the children who he hadn't seen or heard from in months. This is not new information. We know this, but asked her 100 times what's going on, Colby said during an interview with the U.S. Sun. And the only answer I ever got was everything's going to be revealed soon. So I just left. It was always a question mark. You couldn't get a straight answer. It was already hard enough to reach out and be the one to chase her down. Colby said after speaking with his mother, he didn't hear anything else from her about the children for months. Then in August 2020, investigators found the remains of both children buried in the backyard of the home that Bellow lived in with her husband, Chad Daybell. I don't think Lori lived in that home. That's not accurate. Court filings for Monday showed that Idaho prosecutors plan to seek the death penalty against Lori, who will stand trial for not only murdering her two children, but also her husband's first wife, Tammy Daybell. Ooh, they're going, yeah, give her the death penalty. Hey, she don't need to sit on damn death row 20 years, though, like Darlie Routier. According to East Idaho News, Fremont County prosecuting attorney Lindsay Blake and Madison County prosecuting attorney Rob Wood both stated they will seek capital punishment if Lori is convicted of any of the counts of first-degree murder or conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. Chad Dunbell, is facing the same charges in connection with the three slayings. They took my family away from me. They took them away from everybody else that loved them, Colby continued. It's one of the most painful things to ever hear, to hear details about how your own family that you grew up around and loved killed your own family. It was dark, so dark, but that's how you feel when you want revenge, and I had to let it go. I was very angry. I was hurt. I was uncomfortable. I was sick to my stomach all the time, and there was just this weight hanging over me. I miss them all the time, he continued. I wish they were here to experience my family. I just miss their presence, like just being in a house together, having fun, sharing our lives together. So I love them and miss them all the time. But I also have to take an acceptance that they're not here. And that was definitely hard. Watch the interview here. Well, let's click and see. Who's sneezing? God bless you, Ladybug. Skylar, I was reading y'all. I don't know if y'all heard her. She was over snoring. Let's see. Let's watch this video. Damn it. Let me stop screen sharing so it'll play. Play. Go figure. Difficult research. Thank you for the super chat. Good morning, Al. Thank you, Cece, for covering my family story and keeping it real. I love people who don't exploit the victim's family. Love always win. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Who is you? If you don't mind me asking, hold on a minute. Asking who is your family. You don't have to tell me. Hold on, let me screen share this a minute. All I ever got as an answer was, thank you so much, sweetie. Revealed soon or something like that. So just left. It just left. It just always a question mark. Oh, let me go back. So that's so go back. Kind of where everything was left off the entire time that I did talk to her, which was already hard enough to reach out and be the one to chase her down, but that was just kind of how it went. Well, damn almighty. I wonder what.
There are 3 simple changes I tell all of my
arthritis patients. Let me click this off. Bless his heart. Can y'all imagine? He is a good boy. As country people, but we mean young men. He is. Oh, Charles, JJ, and Tylee. Oh, prayers, hun. Prayers. I'm so sorry. I hate freaking Lori Vallow. I hate her with the passion. I believe she's evil. Pure evil. She's always had some evilness in her, and I believe she killed Tyler's father. I know it can't be proven. She had something to do with it. JJ's memo, what's her name, Kay, said that, what is his name, that Ryan guy, Tyler's dad, I forget his name. After he died, they was there getting stuff out of his apartment, and that stuff smelled like death. But Lori, just picking up photo albums, going through them, and everything in the apartment smelled bad. She's just a freaking weirdo. Weirdo. My parents are Larry and Kay. Uncle Charles, JJ was my nephew. Oh my gosh. I just love your dad and mom. My step cousin, technically, Kobe is a sweetheart despite the other aunt's persistence. Yeah. I believe Lori's family is a little cuckoo, if you ask me. Lori just infuriates me. And she deserves the death penalty. I wish they'd put me in the room with her for a minute. I'd make use of that long hair. I'd wrap that around my head and I'd pound her face. Excuse me, I know it's not professional, but I hate her. Just to think about, she could let someone, and her do it too, harm her own kids. And here Larry and Kay trusted her and let her have JJ to raise, adopt. And she murdered him. I mean, it just infuriates me. Infuriates. Joe Ryan. Thank you, Shirley. I forgot her husband's name. Joe Ryan. Yeah, I believe somehow. It's funny how everybody around her just has freaking heart attacks. Like her weirdo brother, Alex. He was a complete weirdo, y'all. I'm not too sure. Like, him and Lori had like a weird relationship. Like, I'm not going to say, not like, I don't think it was ancestral, but like, I don't know, just really too close. Just a weird close. Cece wants revenge. And who could blame her? Yeah, I know. They say revenge not the answer, but they should do the old bitch and old Dumbbell exactly what they done to the kids. Just imagine the fear, you know, and stuff that them kids felt when they attacked them or done whatever to them. Jesus Christ, and old Dumbbell. I just wonder whose idea it was. Did y'all watch that damn Lori Vallow movie? Oh my God, it made me sick. It made me sick. Weird, weird, weird. Yeah. The Lori Vallow movie, it was awful. Like how it showed how her and Chad met up and then went and got in the sack together and all this crap. It was just freaking sick. Any updates on moving Chad's trial date? I don't know. Let me look on my phone. I can pull stuff up better. He's still, or they're going to try them together, right? See, I was gone from true crime for a few months. I don't know. Let's look at him. Oh, Dumbbell. I hate that ugly son of a bitch. I like to be the one that pulled the lever on the electric chair if they had the electric chair still. Or I'd push the medicine in their damn veins. Don't bother me a damn bit. Look what they done. Okay, Chad Daybell. Let me look trial. I get to run my mouth and can't type in my phone. Hold on, I got a cough. Let me mute. Okay. I don't know when his trial is. I don't see anything about it. Trials, okay, April 28, 2022. Eastern Idaho Judge Lord Bell trial stays in Ada County. Okay, so it's shall take place in Ada County. I think it's Ada. Son of a bitch. I mean, how could anybody in their right mind believe anything that son of a bitch has to say? I mean, if he looked at me and said, if I ran into him and he said, "We used to be married in a past life," I would laugh in his face. I believe that some people can receive spiritual messages and stuff. Um, that son of a bitch didn't. Oh my God, my daughter will be 10 soon. So crushing. I'm so sorry. Oh, I love y'all style. Thank you, difficult research. I am like unprofessional. Sometimes my chat has to tell me things. Yeah, I just try to keep it real in here. I'm just me. I'm not a professional. I just like to discuss true crime cases, advocate for the victim, let people know about these weirdos, what they're up to. January 2023. Okay, let me highlight this. Is their trial, but there's a hearing tomorrow for Chad regarding severance and disqualifying prosecutor or something. Oh crap! And it'll probably be in the morning time, and I got physical therapy in the morning. Damn it. Well, that son of a bitch. Can you believe the children of the corn? That's what I call Chad Daybell's kids, by the way. Difficult research. The children of the corn thinks their dad was framed. Okay, now listen to this. I know this is no laughing matter, but I laugh when I think about this. Think about somebody they really think somebody snuck on their dad's property and buried two children. Think about that. Like, who could believe something like that? They're brainwashed. That's why I call them children of the corn. They're in denial. They know he did it. I'd like to know which of them actually done the murders. I think it's Alex. Paul live from my sofa has been reading Chad's book, One Foot in the Grave. Dude has such a weird personality. I know, he is so ugly. I wonder what attracted her to him, which she's no ugly bitch, too. I mean, I guess maybe years ago she was a pretty woman. You got to be pretty on the inside to be pretty on the outside. Looks don't matter. I guess maybe she was. I don't take Lori as ever being a good person, in my opinion. She married Charles Vallow just so he could take care of her. That's what I think. and then discarded him like nothing and fell for Chad. I don't think Lori's crazy. I mean, she's crazy as hell, like psycho murder, but not crazy like she didn't know what she was doing. Soon as Charles was dead, she was calling the insurance company on the phone, dialing the insurance company, trying to get that insurance policy. But to her surprise, it had been changed and his sister got it. Yeah, for JJ or something, do something, put in a trust or something. I can't remember. Yeah, she was mad as hell. I am the exact same, CC. I feel like I have to polish myself or water myself down for live streams of public eye. I cuss, I joke a lot, I am me. Some leave negative comments, but I really don't care. I'm gonna have to go get your channel link. I'll share it difficult. I try not to be too mean on here. You know, not to be vile or anything, but I cuss a little bit, God. Okay, I got you. Got you. Let me subscribe. Let me go get the link. See, I never even heard this channel. Best thing to do on here is just be yourself. Hey, if people don't like it, y'all subscribe to Difficult Research here. Let me put the link in right there. Just be yourself. I find people like that better. Just be yourself. I mean, you know, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Some people like people, it's like Great Hughes could do true crime like that. I can't do that crap. I'm not that good at talking, you know. I'm just me. I'm unorganized. I'm not a professional true crimer. I was like discussing it, advocating for the victim. You know, I've been a victim of crime, abuse. You know, it's a bad feeling. That's why I like to get on here and advocate for children. Okay, what else? Let me see what else I was gonna say about Lori. Let me go back and look at the ugly thing's face. Yeah, I remember that video come out of her in that beauty pageant. Boy, oh, she really thought she was something else. I mean, she got madder than hell when she didn't win that beauty pageant. Oh, I wonder how she likes living in jail without, you know, being able to go to the beauty parlor. I guess y'all call it the salon here. Here in the country, we say beauty parlor, beauty shop. She ain't getting no pretty blue toenail polish like she had on when she came back from Hawaii. No real good makeup. She got to use M&M's for lipstick. I wonder how she's liking that. The old bitch loves it, according to her, to that one of her cellmates that was back there with her when she first come back from Hawaii. Like they wasn't in the same cell, but they was locked up, I guess, across from each other or something. After that girl got out of jail, she gave an interview about it, and she was like, Lori wanted them to be quiet when the news aired because she had been to court that day. That's the first day she went to court. She had that M&M's lipstick on. Yeah, she wanted everybody to be quiet so she could see herself on the news. She loves it. She loves the attention. Hey, I got news for that old bitch. After she is convicted and all is said and done, she will fade from the headlines and everybody will forget her like Darlie Routier, Susan Smith, and the rest of them nutty ass bitches. You'll just hear about them every now and then, like, you know, if they do an appeal or, you know, get caught having sex with one of the guards like Susan Smith did and getting an STD, then we'll hear about them. But she's going to go out of the spotlight. Well, Lori Hori is in general population now. You know, I was surprised when that girl, her cellmate, gave that interview. I was surprised that the girls in jail felt like a celebrity was coming in. I was very surprised at that. I mean, I know she's like all over the news, but I figured they'd been ready to beat her ass down here in the country. That wouldn't go. They would have to go over and put her in Max, lock her up away from everybody. They usually don't got many people in Max there, so If you gotta be locked away from people, that's where they'll take you. And they'll just come and let you out for exercise when nobody else is out. Uh, but anyways, we'd have been ready to whoop their ass down here. They act like she's a damn celebrity. I hate that old bitch. I hate her. I mean, I really do. I don't hate many people, but I hate her just like I hate that freaking Susan Smith. I can't stand that old bitch. She's gonna rot in prison. She's up for get out on parole soon. She's not gonna get out. Hopefully, Lori chats someone's ear off and then they leak some tea. So she's out of the psychiatric ward, her valuation, right? Okay, so I guess she's competent now, right? That bitch has always been competent. Now, they better not play that mental illness crap. She is not mentally ill, in my opinion. Of course, I'm not a professional, but she is not. She's just like crazy bitch like Ted Bundy and them. You know what I mean? That kind of crazy. She's not the type of crazy to where she's like kill somebody and don't even know she done it or it's wrong. Hell no. She knows exactly what she's doing. Well, if she didn't know what she's doing, she wouldn't know to call the insurance company after Charles was murdered by her and her brother. Every time I think about her weird brother, I think about that clip of that comedy routine he did. He was supposed to be a freaking Christian, grabbing his private parts, talking all vulgar. I bet well, I know he was one sick son of a bitch. He got his karma. Croaked out. I do think it's a little strange he croaked out, the day after they examined Tammy's body? They said it was natural causes, just unhealthy. She wasn't in general population, then went to psych ward and put her in general. Oh, okay. Now that doesn't make sense to me. And yes, you and I think so much alike. She's playing everyone. It's what she does. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just wondering who's going to turn on who first. Chad's going to turn on her first. Because he didn't even want to go to trial with her, y'all. You want to do stuff separate. He's going to turn on her first because he's a wuss. He's a little wuss. He's going to be somebody's bitch in prison. Wait and see. No, he'll probably, if he don't get the death penalty, he'll probably go to prison and start him a Bible study group and try to brainwash all them in there. I don't think that man's ever had a near death experience. Maybe he did. Maybe he had one. He didn't have all these visions, like he said. He could see the zombies in people, their souls. Is like, who the hell believes stuff like that? We're in the damn Bible. Please, somebody tell me, where does it say something about a damn zombie? I can't believe people would believe that. And that Melanie Gibbs, she believed that crap too. She's no freaking hero. She is no hero. I don't care what nobody says. She is no hero. The first time you hear one of your friends say, "Oh, my kid is possessed, their soul's not there, they're a zombie now," and the only way to get rid of a get rid of it is to kill the person. She should have picked up the phone and reported that. I don't give a damn if it's your friend or not. I mean, myself, I would have had to have done that because I would have been like, "Oh my gosh, this person is not well, and it's possible they could harm their kid." Because, my grandfather was paranoid schizophrenic. So I take, things like that serious when people talk like that. And he ended up taking his own life, not harming anyone else, taking his own life. Then the Coxes had him cremated, and their beliefs are against cremation. Oh, I didn't know that. They had to get rid of any evidence just saying Alex is who I'm talking about. And you know what? And isn't that weird? The young man that found him, which would have been his stepson, because he was married to that woman, uh, he died not long after that. I'm just wondering, could Alex have given himself some kind of poison that's really hard to detect that made him, like, appear to have a heart attack. But I think he had a blood clot too. It's possible he just fell over dead because he's like, "Oh my gosh, they examined his body, we're going freaking down." And he just keeled over. Joseph Lopez, he had a rap sheet, but he didn't want to touch Alex. So I was listening to that 911 call. He didn't want to touch him. He's like, he's throwed up and used the bathroom everywhere. Gosh. And, Alex's wife, I can't think of her name. He hadn't been married to her long, but she lied. She's like, she wasn't very close to Lori. And then her daughter come out and it's like, yeah, her and Lori were very close. They're both preppers. Now, not all preppers is weird like this and evil. My neighbor is a prepper. I mean, I don't get into that stuff, and I think some people take it too far. Like, I gave her some eggs the other day, and she's like, I'm going to go can these fresh eggs in some lime juice or something. I was like, what? What? So I had to look up and see if you could really can fresh eggs, and I guess you can. Okay, let me go over here to my chat. I can only see the StreamYard sign. Let's see. They're all weird. A whole damn bunch. Melanie, her husband. Don't y'all think it's weird? The last time JJ was seen alive, there was Melanie and her warlock boyfriend. I think his last name is Warwick. I think, is it David? I can't remember, but I like to call him Warlock. Zulema, that was Alex's wife's name. Zulema, that's her name. Yeah, she lied. She's like, she didn't know Lori, and then her daughter said something else. I believe the daughter. Zuzu's daughter, Kara. Oh, she would participate in the circle prayers. I had to block her from my channel because she was snooping. Oh, really? David Warwick. Yeah, I call him Warlock. David Warlock. It's strange, they was there the last time JJ was seen alive. And like I say, Melanie Gibbs no hero in my opinion. When police contacted her and was like, "Hey, do you have JJ?" She said, "Yeah." She said, "I had him, but he's on his way back to his mom." And then a week later, almost a week later, she calls police and it's like, "Hey, I've lied. I never did have him." But at the beginning, she lied to police. Cuckoo Zuzu. I call David Warwick, but rhymes with Wick. LOL starts with a dick. They're all freaking weird. Now, I'm not saying like all Mormons is, weird. I'm just saying that little circle right there is a bunch of freaking weirdos. And like I said, Melanie's no hero. If y'all remember, there was a recording put out of one of their little gatherings and Lori was speaking at it. Remember the recording where Lori was like talking about Joe Ryan, her troubles with him, and she's talking about the Bible, and she's like, I read in the Bible, if he hits you once, if he hits you twice, if he hits you 3 times, then you can kill him. God says it's all right to kill him. Freaking weirdo. Anyways, Melanie Gibbs right in the background of that recording, cuckooing it up, laughing and going on, taking in every word that Lori was saying. Yeah, they are. They're a bunch of freaking weirdos, y'all. Telling you, the whole damn bunch. Poor Kobe. He's a good young man now. You can tell. I don't know how he turned out so good. Having that mom. Tylee, she was mature for her age. Now, in that movie, they made out like Tylee, she was not into all that stuff her mom was into. That crap got on her nerves. That's the way they made it out in the movie. And I'd say that's pretty damn accurate. She just run that friggin' pray and stuff and all that crap in the ground. I mean, there are people that just completely take religion overboard, in my opinion. I mean, that's all right to be religious and believe in God and all that. That's all right. you know. But you don't try to beat it into other people and constantly talk about it. Jesus. Um, anyways, I think they should have waited and made the movie until after she's convicted. Because she's going down. He is too. See, I hold Lori more responsible than the rest of them because she's their mother. She's supposed to protect them, love them, keep them away from evil. No, she's probably the one that wanted them dead. If the truth's known, it was Lori's idea to get rid of the kids. Tyler had become a problem for her. And plus, she was also a witness to Charles's murder. So she had to get rid of her. And JJ, she hated Kay. She hates Kay. She was pissed because Kay got that insurance money. So she was going to do everything in her power to keep JJ from Kay. She'd rather see JJ dead than Kay have him. I believe that. I agree about Lori being more accountable. She had one damn job. That's exactly right. And you just, of course, it kills me. She killed Tylee, but I just keep thinking, Kay and Larry handed their precious grandbaby over to her, trusted her, and look what she did. You imagine that probably eats at them. Hey, they had no idea that bitch would turn evil and do anything like that. They're good people. I just love Larry. He just seems like such a good man. I'm like, oh, I wish I had him as a dad. I wish my dad was like that. I mean, he really cares about his family and stuff. Bless his heart. After they found the bodies, there was like news footage. He pulled up there, and his eyes was filled with tears. It broke my heart. I cried. JJ is my brother's only biological child. See, I wondered, like, if it was their daughter's kid or what. So, okay, so it's your brother's. Okay, so you are okay. You said you're Kay and Larry's daughter, right? Your mom's a pretty lady. Uh, I prayed for them a lot. I mean, they've been through pure hell. I have the best stepdad ever. Oh, so it's your stepdad. Yeah, blessed you are. You're blessed to have him. Yeah. Well, it's nice to meet you, Difficult Research. Thanks for coming to my channel. I have a small channel. Not many people come in here and chat and stuff, but we all get along. We all share opinions and stuff, and we're all friends. It's a good place to come. Just chat and voice your opinion. A lot of times, I like smaller chats myself because these big chats and a lot of people, they don't see you a lot of the times in the chat because the chat's going by so fast. That's my excuse for having a little chat. Anyways, girl, I will be praying for your family, and we'll have to do a live stream together and collab. I would love to talk to you, sis, because you got the real info, the real info. And of course, everybody knows about oh Hori Lori, but it's good, refresh everybody's memory what this bitch has done, and the rest, and them other two sons of bitches. And I'm sorry, I keep forgetting, they murdered Tammy too. I was just like focused on the kids. They murdered Tammy and Charles and probably Joe too. They needed Joe out of the way too. Nice to meet you too. Love Smile Channels because we keep it real. Yep. I've watched you before. You crack me up. Love it because I feel like I'm amongst friends. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's the way I like it in here. This way I am in my real life. I'm a big talker. I'll talk to anybody. I've about talked my physical therapist's head off. But the good thing is, he's a big talker too. He's an older man. So we get along good down there. Oh my goodness. My physical therapy is going good, guys. Been putting weights on my leg, move it, try to strengthen it, all this and that. Anyways, hopefully I will see y'all tomorrow evening because I have physical therapy tomorrow morning. So I'm going to try to do probably a member stream tomorrow evening. And I don't know what we're going to do. I've been researching Jeffrey McDonald a lot. I've watched a lot about him, so I would like to do a live stream about him because he's really sick. He was convicted of killing his family. They were killed, I believe, in 1970. He was an Army Green Beret doctor. It happened at Fort Bragg. So, anyway, someone asked me to do a live stream because he's got failing health right now. He tried to get out of prison a while back with a compassionate release or something. The judge turned it down. So he's probably going to die any time. Anyways, I'm going to do a stream on him. I'm not sure what to think about him. I don't know if he killed his family or not, to be honest. Usually I can watch that stuff and listen to all the evidence, come to a conclusion, but I just don't know. It's a good possibility he didn't, because one of the suspects he described in that came in the condo that night was actually seen in the area. Yeah. But anyways, y'all have a great day. Thanks for chatting. Y'all, thanks for the super chats. I appreciate it. Y'all be safe, be kind, and peace.